Hey sweethearts, welcome to my channel. My name is Kiki. Today we're going to be talking about some fragrances that have been added to my tray for the month of January. If you'd like to know what these fragrances are, keep watching. Now this is going to be a quick review. We're not going to go into details, just highlighting the fragrances that I will be rocking for the month. Let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with a banger, and it's Nefs by Nishane. Y'all, this is class, luxury, elegance, opulence in a bottle. Check this out. Look at this work of art. This is divine. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. It is quite polarizing. Some people love it. Those who love it, love it. Those who hate it, hate it. It's also pretty hard to get or come across. Nonetheless, this is such a beautiful fragrance with amazing projection and sillage. A head toner, definitely. You have to have that confidence to wear this because it also exudes some level of class, and you're going to get lots of questions about what you're wearing. It comes alive, especially at this time of the year, with the mix of the rose, the oud, the leather, the spiciness from the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It's such a beautiful fragrance, and I'm so excited to wear it this month. So this is Nefs by Nishane. By the way, look at this bottle. Oh my goodness. This just exudes class and luxury at its finest. I think this is the best bottle ever created by Nishane. So there you have it. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this one. This is Black Rose, and it's by a black owned company called Dawkins Aroma Co. I hope I didn't butcher the name. Black Rose is such a sexy, seductive, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Luscious rose based fragrance, right? It's like dark rose with plum and vanilla in here. It is so beautiful. This is a fragrance that draws people into you. They want to smell you. They want to come so close to you. It just exudes class and elegance at its finest. I can imagine that this is the fragrance that, you know, old Hollywood actresses, Dorothy Dandridge or Marilyn Monroe would wear. It is so beautiful. I would have this on my list of fragrances for Valentine's Day. The sexiness that comes out of this fragrance is indescribable. No wonder it's one of their best sellers. It's completely sold out, always sold out. I believe it comes in two sizes, the 1 ounce and the 1.7 ounce. If you can get your hands on it, please do. Perfectly executed fragrance. This is what I always look for when I, try to find a rose based fragrance. Gorgeous and sexy. Next, I have King of Flowers by Alghabra Fragrances. This is an extrait that perform, and it definitely performs as such. It is a beautifully done, warm yet sexy fragrance. It has an air of mysteriousness around it. The key players here are the sandalwood, you have the iris, which makes it turn out a little bit powdery, but not in a boring type of way. This fragrance is beautiful, very, very sexy. Now, if you love initial perfumes, absolute aphrodisiac, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. To me, this one, King of Flowers, is absolute aphrodisiac on steroids, right? It is seductive. People are going to smell you. People are going to want to know what you're wearing. You don't need a lot of sprays on this, but if you want to go ham, please, go for it. It is such a wonderful one. I love wearing it. You can see how much. I don't know if you can see the dent, but I wore it a lot during the holidays. Definitely a compliment getter. I love how they always have like an artwork inside each bottle. Like in this one, you can see like a fence with a pool and like a beautiful garden around it. Now, I don't know why this is called King of Flowers though, because there's nothing really floral about this fragrance. It's more woodsy, ambery. Well, I guess because of the iris, but then again, It doesn't give off that floral vibe, if you know what I mean. Anyway, King of Flowers will be a definite staple on my tray and in my wardrobe in January. I'm really excited about this one, Panettone. I was really, really excited this one because it was created by one of my recent favorite perfumers, and that is Matilde Bijao. Matilde Bijao is the nose behind Gris Chanel and Gris Chanel Extrait by BDK Perfumes. So I really wanted to know what this was like, and she did a great job with this fragrance. Panettone is such a realistic representation of the dessert, the actual panettone dessert. If you don't know panettone, it's an Italian dessert, typically served during the holidays, Christmas time. Pretty pricey as well, but it's not too sweet. It could be heavy on the citruses, the oranges, but it's such a yummy, yummy, yummy dessert, and it's a staple again within the Italian community. And this fragrance does a fantastic job of bringing that to life in a fragrance. Very beautiful. I love it so much. I smell edible when I wear it. Thing though is that it's not a great projector, which wasn't really to be expected. However, it stays on the skin for a long period of time. I love the dry down so much. It's so beautiful. It opens up very citrusy, with the bitter orange, and there's a little bit of spiciness from the ginger. But overall, a fantastic fragrance. The months are colder, the days are colder here in LA, and I think that this is one that is very vivacious. It's sort of bright when you put it on, and so definitely would spark some joy and bring some brightness when I wear it during the cloudy days. So yeah, I'm really excited to wear this as well. Panettone by Milano Fragrance. Next is Deviant by Wesker Fragrances. This is such a provocative fragrance. If you want to charm those around you, if you want to create an air of mystique and mysteriousness, please wear this fragrance because that's what I plan to do this January. Y'all, Deviant is such a sex bomb, period. It's filled with lipstick notes, and you also have the leather with grapes and raspberry. Such a fruity, leathery fragrance. Like it mixes both your very dominant side as well as your very vulnerable, sensual side together into one. I honestly didn't appreciate this fragrance because it's just been sitting in my collection for a long period of time. However, when I tell you that this fragrance has been shining through and through over the past few weeks at this time of the year, believe me, it is so beautiful. You don't need a lot. It announces you wherever you go into. There's something about it. I promise you that this doesn't smell like anything in your collection because of that lipstick note. It's seduction. Once you wear this fragrance and you step into a room, everything stops. Like world stops. That's what you get when you wear this fragrance. It's so sexy. So, so, so sexy. Another one I definitely will be adding to my list for Valentine's Day. This beautiful fragrance, what having. Ombre Nui. Ombre Nui by Christian Dior. Another beautiful one. I got this as a Christmas gift and it is so beautiful. This has been on my wish list for a long time. Ombre Nui has the presence of amber. There's the sweetness. There's some vanilla in here. Now, it's not a strong projector as well, but it creates a beautiful scent bubble around you. Gorgeous, gorgeous. If you've been wanting to get one of the fragrances from the Privé collection from Christian Dior, I think you should definitely try your hands on Amber Nui. It's so beautiful. It's a great representation of amber in a fragrance. I love it so much. And I think with amber, you don't expect a loud fragrance because it could come off a bit cloying. if it's too loud. So Ombre Nui, I think it's perfect the way it's designed and put together. And yes, a staple in my wardrobe for January. Now, I don't know what these Middle Eastern companies are doing, but they are doing it right. Look at this bottle. This is suede. This is metal. This is leather. Nothing cheap about this bottle. Nothing cheap about this packaging. This is fantastic presentation. And the juice in this just perfectly meshes with the presentation. This is Majd Al Sultan by Asdaf. Wow, 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 wow. This fragrance has everything that I want in a fragrance. It's smoky, it's tobacco, there's the incense, there's the spiciness, there's the saffron. I could go on and on and on. This fragrance is worth the hype. If you haven't heard about this, I don't know where you've been. This fragrance reminds me a lot of African Leather by Memo Paris. But that being said, on its own, it is a standout. Y'all, the projection on this thing is ridiculous. I got this, I think, about a year or so ago, and it's always one I gravitate towards when the months get colder. It's unisex. It's so sexy. There's something very classic about this. I always say that if I'm ever a celebrity, this is a fragrance that I will wear on the red carpet. Like, it draws attention to you. You're going to smell of wealth. Like, you are going to be that queen, that king. You're going to be like royalty. That's what this fragrance just pulls through. Now you have to be confident to be able to wear this and pull the fragrance, right? It's not a soft fragrance. It's not a baby girl for life fragrance. It is a fragrance that just commands attention and commands your room. And you have to exude that to be able to wear this comfortably. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Oh my God, I can go on and on about it. It's beautiful, beautiful. Try to get your hands on it. I love it so much. Look at this presentation, my goodness. Wow. Now, if you don't have Vanille by Outre-Mais and you are a vanilla lover, please go update your collection. Because what? Vanille is a, oh my God, vanille is everything and more. It has just 2 notes of vanilla and cotton candy. But baby, this is such a sweet vanilla. This is a vanilla that everyone loves. I have never, ever, ever heard anyone say anything negative about Vanille by Outre-Mais. And it's a classic because it always gets sold out and it is ridiculously affordable. This goes for $19.99. This is how much I have left. Like, this is that fragrance I reach for when I just don't know what to wear. And it projects. For being an eau de toilette, God please, I hope the price stays the same because I don't know how they formulated this, but whoever created this out of love. Like, this is love in a bottle. It's so beautiful, can be worn by anyone across any age. It is literally what vanilla should really be. Now, I have a trick though. I know it's an eau de toilette. It projects maybe in the first 30 minutes and then it sits closer to the skin. But a trick I have is I found out that they have an oil. Can you believe that? The same company has an extrait the Perfume in oil form. So what I do whenever or what I did rather was to get this and I poured it into this bottle. And wow, that changed the game for me. This amped up the performance of the fragrance. So I would say if you can, get your hands on this Eau de Perfume oil. It's literally the same thing, just that it's an oil form. And pour it into this because this is the twist cap type bottle. and just shake it and oh my god, you're gonna be smelling like a cake, like a literal snack all day. The fragrance lasts. It is beautiful. This is that fragrance you reach for when you just want to feel good about yourself, when you want to feel very feminine, when you want to feel very beautiful. This is a fragrance. I can see this as a bridal fragrance because of how, sweet and beautiful and ultra feminine it is. Everyone loves this fragrance and it's worth the hype. Vanille by Ultramate, definitely be wearing this a lot this January. And finally, I have French Coffee by R Rehab. This is a beautiful representation of coffee in a fragrance, and it is strong. Two sprays will do it. Such a beautiful fragrance. It's like having a cup of latte, maybe like a vanilla latte in that's what you have with this fragrance. It's just so juicy, sweet, it's yummy. The perfect fragrance for cold days, right? You have the dark chocolate here, you have the realistic coffee notes here. It is beautiful. Now, how did I get this? I got this over a year ago, and I think I ordered mine internationally, from a Middle Eastern company based out of, I think, the UAE. And now I'm hearing it's sold out everywhere. This fragrance also reminds me of Dulce Diablo by Narcotica, but without the booziness, right? I do love that even though there's chocolate here, it's not dominant. The focus is more on the coffee as opposed to the chocolate. I really love it. Like I said, a very strong fragrance. You can't go too heavy on the sprays. It's going to choke you out. But it's beautiful. Look at the packaging as well. Very minimalistic. It's just two colors of brown and gold. A gorgeous fragrance, and I'm definitely so pumped. Well, pun intended. I'm so pumped to wear this during this time in January. It's so beautiful. So yeah, these are the fragrances that made it to my tray. Definitely there'll be others, but I'm very certain that these are the staples that I will be gravitating towards all January. Do you see any ones that are familiar to you? Do you have any of these? Let me know what you have in your tray for January. And until next time, my name is Kiki. Thank you for staying with me and have a wonderful day. You are beautiful. Bye.